We had
the Ellises.
The Ellises here last hour.
That's right. They have a book
Ray,
out
you
right
missed
now.
that. Okay. Is that something that we do?
What you mean?
Work
On the marriage?
Yeah, do we plan for life after the wedding? Or is there even a plan? You know what I mean? Is there a blueprint to being married?
Let's talk about it when we come back. 800-585-1051. We're all married brothers up here. We'll discuss when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Yep, it is.
Hi.
Yo, Ray. Ray, let me get trying to come up with something original, you know. Can I get a shot of you fucking around with this
Oh yeah, for
thing? Yeah, because I want to cut away to that. Can you like smile? Yeah. Alright, cool, man. Thank you. Let's splice that in.
Actually, do me a favor. Get Charlotte like right here with it. Let me get a smile.
And that's that.
one more time.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you wanted to go back there, you're good.
I just saw this one. That's probably the only one that.
Sure.
That would've been a good question.
Yeah. And you're wearing bright red, so you definitely can see. But I rarely catch that. Only if they're running around the room or something crazy is happening. But this is.
Which one's the main ones? Like that
You
one?
can airdrop
This
it.
one is Envy's main shot.
We only got
This
two.
one is
We only
Charlotte's
got
main
2
shot.
seconds.
And
Nobody
this is
airdrop it.
Nobody now. Mouse.
You've been really kind of snapping.
We're like the
Now
navigator.
you're back. You're the podcast.
It's perfect right there.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I was thinking about coming and putting tape down. Maybe I'll do that.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you.
Ready?
No, can you give me 30 seconds?
Yep.
Beans don't burn on the grill.
Hey.
Took a whole lot of trying. You know what I'm saying? Like, they did that.
Last time you seen Thelma?
As long as we live, it's you and me, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Till we're moving on up.
When the last time you seen Thelma? Thelma's still fine, you know.
Huh?
Thelma?
Oh, man.
On Good Times?
What is she?
She's still fine now.
Oh.
He's into
You see that
older
shit?
women.
Let me see.
That's his thing.
How much over?
70,
Whoa.
75.
Well, I think.
Like he has a crush on Patti LaBelle.
Why wouldn't you have a crush on Patti LaBelle?
Not like
Patti LaBelle, beautiful. Stephanie
Like
Mills,
smash,
beautiful.
smash Patty?
Yes.
Whoa. Why you being so
You said
disrespectful?
crush? No,
he
no,
would,
no, I'm
he
saying.
would.
Why you
Yeah,
being so
Patty don't want you to candy coat it.
Why would you be so disrespectful?
Nah, Patty don't want you to candy coat it. She a grown woman.
I would never talk to Miss LaBelle like that.
I would never say that in front of her.
All the camera, we on like the radio.
No, you said we wasn't
We're
live.
not live right now.
Don't do it like that with Patty. I love Patty. If I did and she heard that, I would ask her to please cook me some breakfast and let me come say I'm
Nick,
sorry.
ready?
Yeah, we don't.
Oh, here we go.
Nick. Oh, we did that. We went to our crib.
Yeah, she cooked for us and everything. Here we
That's
go.
what I'm saying. I would ask
You gotta
her
wait
to
for
cook
Nick.
for me and let me
He's
say
good.
sorry.
He's good. He's good.
No handheld?
I mean, travel down the road and back again. Wow. Travel down the road and back again. But my heart is true. You're not just my friend. You my pal. I'm gonna go even further. You my confidant.
Here we go. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlemagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Our guest host, Ray J, is here.
You better know it. No nonsense Ray today.
That's right. Now, we were talking about the Ellises who joined us earlier, Kadeen and DeVal, and we were talking about their relationship and talking about marriage after wedding. And this is what they said.
Yeah, they have a great chapter in their book called, The Marriage After the Wedding. And basically, it's the work that has to be done after you say I do. And I don't know if there is a blueprint to being married. Like, what is the work that needs to be done after one is married. I don't know if marriage is something you can game plan for. I think, you know, with marriage, we got to remember the fourth agreement, which is always do your best, because I don't believe you can prepare for everything that marriage will throw at you.
No, you definitely can't prepare. And like you said, marriage is something that you consistently work on. I mean, it's so many different people. People are growing. People are involved. And you have to understand people's feelings. And it's not just because y'all been dating, but now you have to understand somebody. When you go to work and you come home and you had a bad day, you take that energy out on your partner. How to deal with it. How to deal with everything in a relationship. So let's go to you, Ray.
Ray Jizzle.
Ray, how long y'all been married, Ray?
We've been married for 6 years.
6 years. Congratulations.
If you had a lot of ups and downs, public, some things have been public. Y'all called for divorce sometime and got back together. Y'all back together now?
Yeah, I love Princess, man. And I think that a lot of times, I mean, 'cause I can only listen to people who've been married for 20 years or 15, and they kind of gave us like the timing of when it gets rough, and then you get over this year hump, and then it kind of smooths out. How long you been married?
22.
I've been married since 2014. I'm not good at math. What's that?
I got it.
But I've been with my wife for
9
25 years, though. I've been with her for 25 years.
8 years, 9 years this year.
It'll be 9 years this year, but
9
I've been
years
with my
this
wife for 25 years.
I've been with my wife 28.
So around the like 6th, 7th year, was it rough? Around 5th, 4th to 5th. I mean, you guys have been married for so long.
Oh, no.
You guys-
Yes. With marriage, yes, because when I got married, I hadn't let go of a lot of my childish ways. So I was still out here in these streets.
Got it.
You know what I mean? Doing things I had no business doing. You know what I mean? Infidelity and all of that. So yes.
So
Yeah.
so around this time, like I just felt like it, you know, that I really wanted to just be a good husband, but then I not only got to be a good father,
Mhm.
and the timing away from them and the kids, and not being there every single day, every hour. You know.
Did you have a lot of insecurities? For myself, I had a lot of insecurities. And being married, it kind of exposed that.
Like what do you mean?
My wife is beautiful. She's smart. She's intelligent. And I was
Y'all had
scared.
a book come out too.
Yeah, we had a book came out. It's called Real Life, Real Love. We talk about that. And at first, I was scared that if she left, she might see somebody that's smarter than me, that looks better than me.
That's not hard, though.
It's very hard. It's very difficult, actually. It's
But-
very hard. Very
but-
difficult.
The bar is low, bro.
Very hard.
Not the bar is low.
Right when we trying to be serious.
I'm trying to be serious. I'm saying.
want to keep him grounded in the conversation.
No.
Like, you made it sound like
I want to be serious.
But go ahead, Ray. Just talk to me. Don't
No,
worry about it.
I'm saying y'all making me lit because y'all like I want to get litter because y'all making me laugh.
Let's
I
talk
wanna
about the
be
work
serious.
that it takes in a
Yeah,
marriage.
let's go
Like,
back
right,
to being
'cause
the
serious.
work.
We all
the
being
work.
serious. You want to joke? So
What's the work we all had to do in our marriages?
Compromise.
Ooh,
communication.
Compromise. Communication.
That's a good one. Right
And
there,
also, yeah, communication, and really, it's like if you feel a certain way, express yourself about it.
Absolutely.
If you let it linger and then nobody knows, and then it's just an attitude that's in the air, and you just, what's wrong?
Were you scared to express yourself? Were you scared to ask questions?
At times, yeah. It depends on the question, because there's questions you want to ask, but can you handle the answer?
ooh. What did you have to compromise?
A lot of things, just making sure that I stay in communication all the time, listening more, going out more, and spending time outside and inside, and really just kind of like making my wife my close friend.
Absolutely.
And roll, and we roll together, and we do everything like as far as fun together. Because a lot of times dudes want to go hang out with their friends and have the fun, and
That's
then
right.
come back and you got to think your girl or the dude been in the house for days, and you just want to come back and lay up because you tired.
Did
And
we
you
up-
had a long week.
Right.
We've been scared straight in a lot of different ways. Rated, you actually got in divorce papers, right?
Well, actually, we both fouled.
Damn.
Like, I fouled, she fouled.
Y'all didn't really want that though.
I think deep down we didn't. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times people are stubborn. Like I'm
Ego.
stubborn, and I think it hurts to think that a lot of times if your ego got in the way, you actually got divorced and you didn't want to, but your pride got in that scary.
What did your friends and you're very close to your mom, of course. What did your family say during that time?
I really don't go to them for relationship advice.
Really?
Because I think that's dangerous. Right? I love Princess, she loves me. Can't nobody tell me how to feel or what to do. They can only guide you and help you, but when they're done telling you what you either want to or not, you still gotta go back home.
Right.
And you still gotta deal with it from a man's perspective or a woman's perspective. So I just think just that one-on-one, tight-knit, nobody can come in between these walls. And if we got issues, let's deal with them. If we don't, then let's enjoy ourselves together. And like, what do you think about what we did? What is that? What? That's when it hit.
Besides the TV show, did y'all go see therapy, or was a therapist, or was there a pastor, preacher, or somebody to be the middle person in between y'all, or y'all just worked it out yourselves?
We just worked it out, and I know we had a therapist. Like a lot of stuff we do on the show, it's still needed.
Word.
You get what I'm saying? And the show for me, when I watch each season, I'm like, the first few seasons of Love and Hip Hop, I was terrible. I was embarrassed to be who I am.
You are.
I was right, and I looked at myself. Nobody needed to tell me what I did. I could see it, right? And so I used the show every year to either watch myself do bad or see myself enhance and upgrade. And so that's why I appreciate Love and Hip Hop, which is crazy because a lot of people would never say they appreciate Love and Hip Hop, but I just do because I was able to watch my plays and then make my changes from watching myself.
I'm glad y'all beat that curse, man, because reality TV be breaking couples apart. I'm glad y'all beat that, man.
Yeah.
I'm the only one clapping. I'm the only one giving
Nah,
head that
You
ring.
got the applause button.
Can we have a bomb
You
too?
wanna drop a bomb? Drop one of Clue's bombs.
Happy to see Ray J and
That's
Princess
which
Love
Princess.
whose bomb is that?
Clue's bomb.
Clue.
So Clue has his own bomb here?
Yeah.
I know he always been dropping bombs, but
Yeah, Clue has his own bomb, man.
so you guys don't have one?
No,
No,
it's
we
Clue's
use Clue's.
bomb.
Clue's family.
Scoop the Clue.
No, that's
Why you don't want to
No,
pay homage
I-
to Clue, Ray?
No, I love Clue. I didn't know that it was like I'm new here.
Oh,
So I
okay,
didn't
yeah.
know everybody had their own bomb.
Yeah, Clue got his own bomb, so
So
you
what
don't
do you
have
have
that.
Clue?
I don't have a bomb.
Remember when Drake
Yeah.
said Clue drop a bomb to this?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
listen, I said Clue is the only one that can say this.
Yeah, I remember.
So Clue's my brother. I love Clue. What's up, Clue?
Yeah, but I don't have a bomb.
What do you have? A sound effect.
I don't know.
You don't have nothing.
The hee-haw?
Yeah, you got
Oh yeah, you do
I
have.
you got
And
it.
who does the hee-haw? Who does that?
A donkey.
Oh, a real one. A real
Yeah,
one.
I got a real one. I bought a real one in here and recorded it live.
Get out of here.
Word of mine, it was crazy. Well, not this one, you had an old
So
studio.
how did you make the donkey do it? Did you hit him? Like how did he go?
No,
Like, how did it-
you know what I did really? I played one wish, and then you put a little pinky in his butt.
Dude, I'm
and
just
then-
about to say you was doing too much pinky. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I was
Where
gonna
we
say-
go?
I was gonna say something, but then you actually was going there. So I'm like, damn, okay.
That's exactly what happened.
Let me hit you
This
with the
whole
bunny
show has
eye.
ADD this thing. Like, we just go all over the place. The question is 800-585 after the wedding, the marriage. That's when the marriage starts.
What's the blueprint to
What's
being
the
married?
blueprint for being married?
What is the work
After
that
the
needs to
wedding.
be done?
All right,
after
let's
one
talk
is
about it
married?
when we come back. It's
Yeah,
Breakfast Club. Good morning.
After the wedding, you go have a good time.
Well, I
That's
mean,
what you
after,
do.
you know what? It's Breakfast Club.
That's
Good
what
morning.
I'm saying. It's time to get it popping legally.
And the next one, we just take the call.
Legally, I'm good. There's no more whatever the biblical format. I'm in it all day.
Morning,
Spiritual.
everybody. It's DJ NV Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Our guest host Ray J is still here.
No nonsense. Ray today. Raycon Global.
Yeah.
Period.
Now, if you just joined us, we were talking about the Ellises, Kadeen and DeVal. Their book, We Over Me, is out right now.
It's
And
called what now?
we over me.
We.
Like we together over me by
Yeah.
myself.
I like that.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
We over me.
We
Correct.
over me.
What about he and she?
Or they.
He and
Yeah,
she
right.
is we.
That's
He and
me.
she together
Okay.
is we.
I just
They-
asked a lot. I just asked a lot of questions.
That's all right. It's cool.
Like I'm curious.
So we're asking about the blueprint for marriage, all right? And we got Kayla on the line. Kayla, good morning.
Hey, good morning, y'all. Oh my God, this is so exciting. I listen to y'all every morning.
Say what's,
you.
say what's
Before
up
we
to Ray
answer your
J.
questions.
Can we turn it down?
Say what's
Oh,
up
hey,
to-
Ray J, I don't care what they said about you. I love you on Versus, boo.
What they said about
But
me?
anyway,
She said they love you on verses. No,
Oh no, yeah, I was terrible on verses.
Yeah, nobody's ever said that ever. You ain't
No,
got-
no. A couple people told me I was good.
I love that dance,
I
though.
told them they was lying.
I love that dance.
Yeah, I got I enhanced it too for the new project. Yep, it's dope.
So what's so go ahead, Mama. What's your
Thank you,
statement?
love. Thank you about that. I know you was lying
Okay.
about the verses, but thank you.
okay, so the question was, do we prepare for life after the wedding?
Yes.
And as a newly divorced woman, my divorce was finalized January 19th. I say no, we do not.
I agree.
And here's the reason why. We focus, and I'm just going to talk about, the Black community for it, because I am a African American Studies major, so I'm going to take that stance on it. But the reason we don't as a people is because we were never allowed to just understand the concept of love in general, because we were always seeing our relationships broken in some form or fashion. You can take it back to 1619, where maybe you had a husband before, but your husband was sold this way, or your wife was sold that way or killed.
Wow.
So we always just focus on the marriage because that just looked like, oh, have the wedding day and then you're happy. but we never even got to understand the concept of what it means to create a life with someone, because that was never our job in the first place.
That makes so much sense. We never got an opportunity to focus just on the concept of love. And I think, you know, if you lack a lot of self-love for yourself, you'll never be able to love somebody else. Like, your first, last, and best love got to be self-love, right?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta love thyself.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta love other people too, though.
But you can't. It's hard to do that if you don't love yourself.
gotta
If you don't
figure out
know,
how to love
if you don't know how to love
yourself
yourself, it's hard to love
before you
other people.
Absolutely. But I think most of the time with marriage, you don't
It's
think
easy.
about
I
it.
think it's to some people it's easy to love other people first before you love yourself. A lot of people do that.
I don't know if that's possible,
But
right?
a lot of people do that, and then they find out that they wasn't loving themselves enough, and now you got to pay more attention to yourself.
Yeah.
But a lot of people love more people before they love themselves.
I don't think that's possible. I mean, I get what you're saying, but
Like I think it's like you're saying what I'm saying, but not like you can love other people and you're out of focus. You're focused on the wrong love.
But I think
Love
if you don't,
yourself first.
but I think if you don't know the definition of love or how to love, it's hard to love other people. You think you're loving other people, but don't necessarily.
that's not love. Yeah,
It's not really love.
But do you really understand it totally? Like everybody's going through emotions, and it's all very opinionated.
Right.
And a lot of people that think that they know love, that's just because the term's good, but then everybody still has issues at the crib. You know, I've talked to people that love that said you gotta hang in there and do that, and then 2 months later they done.
Right.
So it
Because
just
they don't
like,
really know love.
But then who really knows love? Do
Well, we
you
got
really
Vicky.
know love?
Those
Yeah,
who
Vicky
love,
on the
yeah,
line.
because I
You
love
really
myself.
know love?
Yes.
Now, because I love
Do you
myself.
really know
Yes.
love?
Yeah, now I do because I love myself. And having kids really shows you love. In a
I know
different
love
way.
for sure when I had my baby.
That's right.
It
That's
it
right.
hit me in another way.
That's right.
Something else happened and I started crying, and I don't cry a lot.
Vicky.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Hello?
It really did that.
Hello. Hey, what's your name?
It hurt me and helped me.
Vicky?
Vicky. I've been calling your name, Vicky.
Pause.
Wow.
What's up, Vicky? Talk to us.
So I think that if you get premarital counseling will give you a foundation to actually build off of. A lot of people don't want to subscribe to it, but it gets your mind off of the wedding and it allows you to build with one another. And our premarital counseling included what did we see growing up, what are things that we would like to carry over, what are things that, and that allowed us to say, okay, unconsciously we may do things that we saw growing up. So if I start to act out a certain way, my husband would be prepared mentally to say, okay, that may not be her consciously doing that. That may be an unconscious thing that she's repeating from what she saw growing up.
Ooh, I
And
like
we
that.
can now have a conversation with one another so he can point it out to me and say, hey, remember we talked about this, you know, this is, you're starting to do X, Y, and Z.
That's a
Which
word.
would prepare me not to take it personally. So I think there's premarital counseling, and then that allows you to have a person that you can now go to 2 or 3 months later when things start to appear and creep up.
And I agree with you. I think
that's
there
what we
should
did.
be somebody before you get married to talk to that break things down. Don't mind Charlamagne and Ray J.
No, man, I could never be in class with Ray J. I'm sitting
But I
there
agree with
really
you,
listening,
Vicky.
and I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Vicky's right.
Vicky ain't wrong at all.
right.
But Ray J looking at me like,
I'm listening to Vicky and I'm into it and I'm focused, and then he look at me and see me focused and start laughing, and it's like, dang, I was so focused. And that was like,
Both of y'all go to the principal's office. Both of y'all can go to the principal's
It's
office right
just
now.
like
Vicky not wrong though.
Y'all were teachers' nightmares, I can tell. Like, both of y'all were teachers'
I was
nightmares.
so into what
man.
Vicky was saying.
No, you wasn't.
No, I wasn't.
Y'all were laughing at
He
Vicky.
made me laugh, and it got funny. It got funnier.
Vicky, you're right. There should be premarital counseling that help couples and break things down that especially newlyweds just don't know. But there's so many things that I didn't know about. I'm sure Charlamagne and definitely not Ray J.
No, Vicky, for real. No, you right.
Vicky hung up.
But you know the thing about premarital counseling, even though I do agree with Vicky, you don't know what you're talking to the premarital counselor about because you haven't even encountered none of the issues that you'll have in your marriage.
How is
but-
the premarital counselor's like? How is her relationship? You get what I'm
True.
saying? Like,
She's not a counselor though, she's a counselor.
But it doesn't it's like you're talking about a counselor without the facts of science, right? Like it's a
We don't know how their relationship is.
like
we don't know how
a
they're
doctor's
doing.
gonna a doctor if he's a heart doctor, he's gonna make sure your heart works.
Right.
And a marriage counselor is like I can't and shout out to all the marriage counselors, I don't want to mess up nobody's business. but there's no scientific fact that
That's
what they're
true.
saying is right.
You're right. I got
Like,
to see a
if
relationship.
a marriage counselor
Every
and
relationship is
everybody else saying it's all opinionated.
Correct.
It's like saying I hate this song, but then it turns into being a hit.
Sometimes a marriage counselor is just there to be a conductor, though, right? Like, cause y'all might be having a
referee.
problem communicating.
A referee.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
if the marriage counselor is on the guy's side, the girl gonna trip on the marriage counselor.
Yeah, but a marriage counselor should be a referee in the middle that's letting both sides speak and both sides' thoughts be heard.
But if one side and the marriage counselor knows that one side is right and the other one needs to work more on the right side,
And
just because then the wrong side gonna trip and say, let's get a new one that's on my side.
I'm with you. If I had one wish,
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I mean?
No, I
What would you do
did.
if you had one wish?
take another call.
Well, we can't.
Oh.
We need to wrap this up.
And,
Y'all been talking too
it's
long.
not raining today, so listen, one wish is not gonna.
It's not gonna pop off.
Was that real rain in that video?
Nah, Lil X had the fake rain.
Oh, gotcha.
It was
gotcha,
independent, but I still gave Lil X like $250 to do the video.
gotcha. Word.
Yeah.
That's worth it.
And you made it all back. That was big. That record went gold.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, the whole album went gold.
Ray J still spending one wish money. Don't get it twisted.
The whole album went gold at $12.99.
Oh man.
Well, what's the moral of that story if there is a moral?
The moral of the story is like,
Be independent.
no, it's not to be independent.
No, I'm
when you're
talking about
in,
the record. No,
I'm
I
talking about
was
marriage. You can't be
Oh, no,
independent.
I was
That's why
saying
you be
that.
getting in trouble right there.
Ray got ADD.
That's why you get
No,
in
no,
trouble.
no. You asked me what did the record do? I said the
Princess-
album be gold.
Princess
You said,
gonna
how
hit
did
it. No,
do
Princess
I said,
gonna-
what's the moral of the story of it going gold? Be independent.
You better clear that
No,
up.
I took Herberol as working.
Princess, like, y'all was talking about marriage on the radio, and you said the moral of the story is to be independent.
No, be independent for the music because we was like we're all over the place with like the topics,
Yes.
just like going in and out of stuff. And you know I got Ray DD.
The moral of the story is that there is work to be done after somebody is married. And don't be afraid to do that
But
work.
that goes without saying. Like we gotta go to like your kid gotta go to school. We gotta go to work. Of course, there's work to be done after the marriage.
Yeah, if I'm talking work
first
between
off-
y'all as a couple.
Well, first off, the work gotta be done after the marriage. I gotta get it in for a little while. We married.
All right. When we come back, we got your
I
room
gotta
report.
get it in. We just got married, so legally now we can have a good time. So let's spiritually get that in for a little while.
Yeah.
And then if it's problems that pull up, we'll deal with them. But right now, life is good. Let's live. Let's enjoy the wedding. After the wedding, let me be in it and marinate in it for at least a couple weeks.
Okay,
At least.
I'm with you, Ray. Straight or rock.
All right. When we come back, we got rumors. We're talking Wendy Williams. All right. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good
You
morning.
said Wendy Williams
Yes.
coming in here?
No. This is it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Oh man.
Startled me.
Startled me.
Startled the shit out of me. Because I was like, yo, can we get the early memo?
You gotta put your head down and get woke up here.
Wendy not with us no more, man.
Wendy at the penthouse chilling, ain't leaving.
She got early dementia.
Oh, really?
Do you want to go back to the shit I'm sorry.
Wendy might